So as you can see, we are in the Ocean View Café, and that was a bakery, that first area, and I got some good pastries. Let's go around and get some breakfast. Actually, I'm gonna start around here. This is where the American breakfast is. You were looking at the English breakfast, but it wraps around the complete ship here. And this is one of my favorite things. The ham and cheese omelets. I'm gonna get 3 of them today because I love these things. Really good. Get me a fork here. Morning. One of the greatest things about Celebrity is their coffee, and the Celebrity Summit. You're not gonna run out of coffee. You're not running out of coffee. That was a poached egg station, and they have omelet stations back here as well as on the side. Make your own eggs your way. And there's plenty to pick from. Plenty to pick from. Let's go get our breakfast and eat, and then we'll resume this tour. Morning.
One thing that Celebrity is committed to is actually, really helping sailors or guests who have gluten issues or other food intolerances, making sure that they have options. Here we have, of course, our cereals. Here we have the gorgeous fruit station. All of these delicious fruits. If you're looking to stay healthy, you do have options. And then, of course, cold cuts. One thing that people absolutely love about Celebrity is that they actually still have the smoked salmon out, whereas a lot of cruise lines have stopped doing that. Over here you have an eggs your way station. This is where you can get a fresh omelet with all the different toppings. Celebrity does a really good job of these make your own stations. So you can really tailor what your dietary preferences are. You do have some other drink options such as orange juice, orange passion fruit guava cocktail, fruit punch, and iced tea, as well as milks, and of course, coffee. But now we're gonna go to the back of the ship. This is where the sunset bar is. It is early in the morning, so it's not popping off right now, but it's a really great place that when you're here at the buffet, if you want to have a nice view of the aft of the ship, you can come out here and enjoy your food while also seeing where you've sailed. Oh, hello.
Hey. Hello, after breakfast here, right on the aft of the ship here on board. We are on Celebrity Summit, which it's about 24 years old, and this is the 3rd in the Millennium class with Celebrity brand. So it's one of their oldest, smallest ships. But look at this great view. You would never know it's a small ship based on the view. Well, let's go finish exploring this massive, small ship. Oh, yep. Good point out there. That is a sunset bar. Every Celebrity ship has a sunset bar. It's located usually on the aft with great aft views. Time to walk through this buffet and get let's start on deck 2, the medical bay. We'll walk to the elevators. Fast walk. So you can see those are all the decks there with basically anything to do for the public. All the other decks that aren't listed are decks with staterooms and only staterooms. Looks like there is no one in this elevator. All right, let's see if we can get down there. Oh, we gotta go to the forward elevators to see it. Mid elevator only, so let's walk this way. This is the lowest deck on the ship. It's all staterooms. Well, for the public. kind of smells like it's the lowest deck. Good morning. Some nice door decorations. Good morning. So here we go. This is also where we get on and off the ship. These are the mid elevators, and what's unique is they're all glass. From deck 1 all the way up to deck 12. This is the only elevator that will go to deck 12. And I lie, it goes to deck 11, and the rest of it is accessed via steps. And here we are. So let's go all the way down. You can vaguely look up and see some of the ambient lighting there from the windows that are facing the ocean. These elevators are on the side of the ship, not exactly in the center, but midship on the starboard side. So this is where you get on and off the ship. They're getting the luggage carts ready for disembarkation tomorrow. And the medical center is right here. And it looks like there's people in there, so we don't really need to go in there. It looks like they have a big waiting area here, just in case there's people waiting to go in. So everything else on here is kind of just crew only. There is some cool like ship details, which I don't think we can really go in there, but I did take video of that the other day. It shows the different stripes on the officers and different levels and what they mean and what areas they represent. So let's go back up. Now we're going to go to deck 3, which the only thing to really see on deck 3 is right near this elevator in the center, which will be guest relations, shore excursions, captain's club, and concierge, as well as the grand staircase in the middle of the Centrium. So we'll get a good representation of how busy the ship is right now, because this is the last day and there's pretty crappy weather outside. So here is the main area on deck 3. The rest are staterooms. Concierge. There's an internet place there. An iCafe, so to speak. Great views if you need to just work for a little while. There's a Costa ship out there in the distance. Very cool. You can kind of see the... Come over here real quick and pan on this Costa ship. I don't know if you're able to see it that good through the distortion, but there's a Costa brand out there. Fun fact, if you go on the Margaritaville, their current vessel, the Paradise, you can see the Costa C underneath the Margaritaville paint. They didn't remove it, it's just there. So, little Easter egg. I saw that on Ashley's video on TikTok, very cool. So this is the Centrium here. That was guest relations, but the Centrium basically is an atrium without a top, so to speak. But we do have windows on every side, and we're on deck 3. There's deck 4 and deck 5 right there. Kind of like the central meeting place for dinner and events in the evening. On the newer celebrity ships, this is where it all happens. The Grand Plaza on the Edge class, really cool place. Well, there's not much else down here but this, so you really only come down here when there's parties or you're waiting to talk to somebody in guest relations. Or over here, there's a shore excursion desk. They deal with transfers also to the airport, which they're going to be busy right now because a lot of people probably have flights, because this has been a 14-day voyage one way. So I'm sure people are ready to get home. Some people. There is one more thing back here that we're going to go take a peek. Basically, they're only real, in my opinion, specialty dining, Tuscan Grill.
Because if you go to the special occasions, then you will see anniversary, birthday, retirement.
All the way through here is the meeting place, which is places you can rent. There's cool areas here. People are utilizing this space to do their puzzles and things. I don't know if we can see in here, but the meeting place is a place where you can rent and where they do activities on the newer ships. We haven't really done anything in here on this one though. Groups can rent them out. I'm not going to go in there, but there's 2 different rooms here and there's one on the other side. Very different layout compared to the newer ships. These do pass through, but they ask that you don't do that because there could be something going on in there. Here's one of the unique art pieces here, which has to do with Leviathan, if I'm saying that right. And it's based on something in that book, that work of that masterpiece.
The chromatic diet, you eat certain colors every
The
day.
chromatic diet, where someone eats only certain color of food every day. It could probably use a little, probably from cleaning it got all scraped up. And we're not sure what purpose it serves, but it's pretty cool. So if you didn't want to walk down here, you could go all the way to the aft elevators, which we were in the buffet, and go all the way down and not have to go walk through this area if you just want to get right to the restaurant, Tuscan Grill. But let's go the long way. Here we are, aft elevator bay. And I do notice something different now that I think I didn't really realize. Subconsciously I did, but there's no like ship models on any of the elevators to see where. Sometimes that's helpful to see where things are, like a bird's eye view. There's none on this ship, and I think because of the age, and it is not too big. Let's tiptoe in here. We have some footage of this place, so yeah, they're definitely doing something in there, so we're not gonna go in there. Let's go up here. So we are pretty much done now with deck 3 because we saw like the main area. So let's go up one level. Must be having a special event in there. Oh, that could be the behind the scenes tour. I know they're doing those all day today. We don't need to be a part of that. Let's go. Smells like coffee and sweat in here. I can't take the steps because I had to preserve my vocal cords for the tour. So let's get ready to emerge on deck 4, right by the main dining room. And a special, oh, here we are. Let's go this way. So, this is Cosmopolitan Restaurant, and this is an old-fashioned but really updated 2-story venue, and breakfast is over. Here's a good look right there of the escalator system that takes people from the galley up to all the dining rooms, which are located on the aft on decks 4 and 5, including the 2 stories of this restaurant. We're just going to take a peek. It's a beautiful space, as you can see. Great views of the ocean and beautiful seating throughout. Hello. Every meal we've had here has been excellent. And this is included in your cruise fare. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Of course, right now we're in between breakfast and lunch service, so it is not open. We just snuck in here to take a peek. Last night we got to sit at these beautiful windows. It was dark, but we got to sit at these beautiful windows here to the left, and we could hear the ocean, the engines. It was quite magical, actually. But new cruise ships don't make dining rooms like this anymore, so I'm very thankful that these still exist. And you can definitely see this place was updated. Celebrity Summit is almost 24 years old, but it went through a pretty big facelift in 2019, and this is definitely one of the spaces that was updated, including these cool chairs, which are our personal favorites. Now this is a secret way into, I want to say Blue or Lumine. I think Lumine. So I'm gonna be quiet, but this is for suite guests only. We haven't ever seen this, so let's take a quick peek. Oh, we can sneak out, cool. So you see there's not many seats in there, but that's because this is only for the retreat guests. So the people who paid for the good rooms. All the rooms are good, but the great rooms. This is called, here it is, Lumine. Lumine. Deck 4 also has these great views. Let's take a peek out here. It's gonna be cold. They will shut this area down if there's windy or rough seas. This is port side. It's the left side facing forward, and this is the area where you can smoke. Not the whole length of the deck, but we are going to walk all the way down. And there's an equivalent of this on the starboard side, so an equal kind of thoroughfare if you want to just get away from the crowd upstairs on the pool deck and have vistas out here. Great place to see wildlife, especially if you don't have a balcony room and you only have like an interior room. Those steps right there, they're kind of hard to see. They're just a little bit around the corner. They go up to a little platform where you can actually go up and view and have a more private space. But directly above you, there's balconies. We'll take a peek when we get up there out the windows, show you what I'm talking about. But it's nice to have access to the outside on various levels. Now we're gonna walk this way through the Rendezvous Lounge. This is the aft elevators again. And we wrapped around the dining rooms through the back, through the galley kind of area. But let's walk up here and make a left. The Rendezvous Lounge is exactly what it sounds like. Place to meet and hang out until dinner or after dinner. There's live music every night, and this is where they do the art auctions. Another cool feature about celebrity ships is their art installations, including this guy here. It's aptly named Chair for Departure, which this is actually a geode and amethyst, and you can see it only if you really sit down and explore. So some of the things are meant to be interactive. Pretty interesting. It's an amethyst. That's what's up there. Just because what's up there? Everybody's looking up there. Why don't you go look? Here's a martini bar. Deck 4. Now on the newer Edge class ships, this is in the centerpiece down on deck 3. And it's like the center focal point right below the big chandelier. But up here, it's up here. And this was revitalized in 2019 as well. This is where they do the big shows and the cocktail kind of things. Pretty rude people in here. Anyway, we're gonna walk through here. This looks down into the center Centrium area. And there's the midship elevators I was talking about earlier. Now you found where the DJ stands. Let's keep going. I know when we're not wanted. Let's go explore the casino. We're just gonna walk through though. It's your general run-of-the-mill casino. No smoking though on all celebrity casinos. There's the casino bar. Table games are kind of on that side and in the middle, and there's your cashier area there. It's a pretty big casino for such a small ship. Again, no smoking, but if you're a smoker, it's just right out here. This brings us to this little area with some history about the Normandy actual ship. That this ship got some, actually we did not see this sculpture anywhere, so I don't know if it's still there, but this is supposed to be in the dining room here. And we just walked in there, did not see it. But there's a replica or a newer version of this on the Celebrity Beyond in the similar area back in their main dining room areas. And I'm not sure exactly why, still haven't figured that out, why this ship gets some mementos from the Normandy, but it sure has a ship replica and actual artifacts dating from the first sailings kind of. Oh, the ship coin. Didn't even notice that. Cool. Here's some of the art, which I guess we can't film, but let's just walk through. There's a retreat lounge for retreat guests. There is access from the outside as well. And this area bleeds into the photo area, where if you just tap your card, we can't show them all real good, but you'll get all the photos that you can purchase then that they've taken of you from around the ship. The professional studio, if you want a more professional session, a little more money though. See on this side, because of the winds, they do have this closed, and they're also doing work out there. We're gonna be quiet and walk through the theater, and we're just gonna walk around on this side and then go back up. But this is the theater. It's beautiful, one of my favorite layouts for a theater. Right now they're doing a Beyond the Podium.
It's essentially a derivative of the Garen's spacecraft and rocket to get to and from the International Space Station. They
No,
have
we're not
launches
gonna walk around because there's people there, but
of
pretty
astronauts
cool place.
and cosmonauts to the space station from the Soviet Union, from Russia, actually from Kazakhstan technically, just 2 months ago. Continues to be used. They have this interesting
very
design.
Celebrity does something called Beyond the Podium. Instead of just shows, they'll actually have educational seminars. And a lot of those will be about our ports of call. We had some interesting ones about the Panama Canal, which was pretty cool. Right now they're talking about Sputnik, the old Russian satellite. We can go take a peek of it from a bird's eye view. It's a beautiful theater for such an old ship.
Until next year, but there's going to be a launch of this within the next week. So you can keep an eye out for that. That will go up to the space station. There won't be any humans aboard, but they will definitely do that. And I want to show you to conclude, to underscore this point. I'm going to show you.
Let's walk through this area, which is right above the photos and the art that was below. This area was definitely remodeled too during 2019. This is the shopping area. Fine watches, fine jewelry, perfumes, duty-free liquor, tobacco, brand merch, gold by the inch. They're really doing their sales today because it's the last day.
This is good for the
Looks like we got some shirts on sale here. Oh hey, just looking at the, looks like they're 20 bucks. This one's cool, but it's huge. I'm sure they got smaller stuff. Because it says from Atlantic to Pacific. This one says Miraflores locks. I think I might get one.
Pink one.
Pink one? It's pretty. Oh yeah, there's that. Better get them now, I guess. You want one? Nah, I don't need one either. We'll come back if they're here, they're here. As you can see, a lot of good savings in there today. Just walk around this way. This is very much like a shopping mall feel. Boutiques. Here's the brand shop, merch. Oh, you went through the fine jewelry. This right here is a future cruise area. I'm gonna walk ahead of you here because this is going to be quite busy. As you can see, Cafe El Baccio is to the left, the premium coffee bar.
Oh, are you getting two?
And to the right here is another satellite bar to the right. But it's really a gelato bar, but he can also make you coffee over there. This is a popular place to sit down because of the views. And this is right above the martini bar, right below. Same kind of drill here. This is kind of where you get the feel for the size of the space down there, the Centrium. We are right at the top. A lot of other older ships will have an atrium where the roof will be all glass, so it'll really kind of give it a bigger feel. So let's walk around, and we're gonna walk out through the sushi and the cellar area, or the wine bar. Another popular area to just sit down. This is kind of one of those areas here. Not here, because this is crew only. But I'll show you those, what I was talking about. Here's sushi. That's one of the areas I was talking about down below, where you can take these steps to this platform and you kind of got a nice private view, but there is balconies right above you. And last time I was there live streaming, actually, I looked up and someone was just staring at me, and I'm like, oh, sorry. I didn't realize my voice was so loud. But they also, that's where they go to do drills. And these new style rafts, I heard, replaced large physical rafts, these air expanding rafts. So that was sushi also, by the way. Here's the wine bar, but another bar, basically. As you can see, that was just basically another holding area for people waiting to meet up before and after dinner. And here's the top deck of the two-story dining room, Cosmopolitan. And they are about to start serving lunch downstairs. Pretty much the same layout exactly as down below. It just has this openness up here. Really beautiful though. Really beautiful. I don't think we'll be able to cut through, but same kind of situation we did down below. Over here is Blue, which that's the Aqua class restaurant, which we'll take a peek from around the front. So Blue is reserved only for Aqua class guests, and you also get access to the thermal suites or the Persian gardens in the spa. But I really can't stop talking about how nice this dining room is. And they're pretty orderly. They come and seat you, they spread you out. And again, on celebrity ships, on every ship in their fleet, it's food in the back and fun in the front. And we're in the back. All the restaurants are here, including the buffet all the way up top. There will be areas where you can probably get food on newer ships that aren't exactly in the back, but the main dining and food is always in the back. So what's great is nobody's eating yet, so look at how nice Blue is designed. Again, only for Aqua class guests. They have a slightly healthier menu, spa, health related, but it's beautiful. On all the ships we've been on, which this is our third celebrity ship, Blue is one of my favorite themed restaurants. Never eaten yet in one because we got to be in the Aqua class, but just beautiful. Very beautiful. Maybe on our next cruise will be Aqua class. You never know with celebrity. We got to bid on an upgrade. So this area is closed, as you can see. Yeah, look at that blue up there. I forgot what you would call that, but it's beautiful, like an Oculus almost. So this is closed because of the weather, but there is stairs right at the end that go down to deck 4, which is that other deck where you can have access. But it's a cool spot to look at sail away, the Panama Canal. I think a lot of people forgot about this spot. Don't know why that's closed off. Well, that's it for deck 5. So pretty much now we got to get to deck 10. So let's go up here. So there is no deck 13 because this ship is shorter, and deck 12 is only accessible via steps, but there is steps for ADA elevators or lifts for ADA compliance and people in need, but they need to be operated by crew members. Let's go out here. We'll see. We're back in the buffet, right? Oh, sorry, I always do that. My bad. I got off a little too early. Too excited. More food. I think I want to get one of those shirts because they're nice, because they say Atlantic to Pacific. This is the one. Oh, thank you, thank you. Back in the buffet. But we're walking this way. We didn't really see this side, and it looks like they've transitioned to lunch already, or they're starting to. So American breakfast is now Indian favorites and Latin favorites, which fajitas and nachos every day.
Do join us for lunch. We have extravaganza lunch.
Ah, extravaganza, yes.
So please join us.
We loved it. We had it on Ascent and Beyond extravaganza, so yeah. Paella, ooh. I'll walk through, we'll film it. I'm still full from breakfast, so much food. My favorite celebrity food. It's the
We
best.
open till 2:30. Of course, the late lunch is open
Okay,
as well.
digest and come back. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Pleasure. You have a great day.
Appreciate it. There's ice cream. It's currently, they're getting it ready. Soft serve. Let's sneak out here, because I can smell the hamburgers cooking. I think they're getting ready to open. So, ooh, this is the center of the ship, but this is also where the grill is, and a ping pong table. There's a couple on board, and they're quite popular. They have the windows closed because it's so windy. You can't see in there, but they are cooking up burgers. I can smell them. You can smell them. And it's a good alternative if you want to stay around the pool. You can kind of peek in there. It smells really good. And they are about to open up. I will say it's just a basic burger and hot dog, but they have really good toppings. So you can really make a good burger out here in the middle of the ocean. This deck is not going to be crowded right now because it is about 60 degrees and windy, no sun. And we might get demonetized. There's one guy, crazy guy in the hot tub. I say, oh, actually 2 people. I say crazy because when you get out, it's going to be really cold. This resort deck or pool deck is cool because it has 4 hot tubs and 2 pools. A soaker pool that's about 4 feet deep, but pretty wide. And then I would say a lap pool that goes as high as 6 feet deep, 5 feet 6 inches to 6 feet deep. And that one is pretty fun. I have been in there. Not today though. Should have went more, but you can actually swim, do laps in that pool. And of course, deck 11 is right above us, as you see. So there's plenty of opportunities on this older, smaller ship to get a nice area to lounge when the weather's nicer. It is chilly. So there is a bar upstairs there on deck 11, as well as one down here on the left, caddy corner from the grill. The buffet is that way in the aft, and so is that food. So that's technically still the aft, midship back. And now that we're going forward, we're getting to the more fun, the spa. I don't know if the gym's fun, but it's up there too. We're gonna go take a peek at that stuff, as well as the Solarium, the 16 and up inside pool and hot tubs for adults. Let's go take a look. I do expect the Solarium to be more popular right now because it is climatized. There's tons of restrooms. And the spa cafe, which let's go take a peek. It does feel good in there. Spa cafe is not open right now, but they're open for breakfast and lunch, and they offer small healthy plates, and as well as a juice bar for like juice stuff, smoothies and juices. There is 2 hot tubs and kind of a cross-shaped pool as a centerpiece. Ample seating, loungers, and towels. Looks like Celebrity even brought out the blankets today. Celebrity does give towels out, which is nice. So you don't have to get them from your stateroom, you just throw them back in here. They got blankets out today because it is cooler, which I've never seen, so that's pretty cool. You want to sit and lounge. All right. Now this is an active spa, so we can't really show much, but to the left is where you can get your nail and hair treatments. And here is the gym, which we won't really film. Did you get any? You probably got footage of it while you were here. But it's a pretty good sized gym. Oh. That's our pro tip, is if you like infused water, come back here to the spa. There's changing rooms and showers here on either side for men and women with saunas. I'm not actually in here, I am outside, so if you hear me talking, I'm not actually in there. Sounds like there's something going on up there. So now we're going to deck 11, pretty much our last deck. There's one more deck we can get to, the upper part of the back on deck 12, but we have to walk up steps. We're gonna do that out on the open deck. Pretty much the only thing up here is the upper deck above the pool and then the sky lounge, and as well as the kids area, which not many kids here, but the area where you can leave them and they're secure. They've got games and whatnot. I forgot what it's called here, but we're about to figure it out. So top of the line here, So this actually, there it is. Camp at Sea, X Club and Video Arcade. Where is that at? It might be in their X Club. Game room. Oh yeah, game room. No, it says for everybody.
Oh.
That's cool. So you can come in here and play Xbox and PlayStation. No food or drink. That's pretty trippy. You must light that up. Let's go out here. I don't know what X Club is. What is X Club? Anyway, we don't need to go out there. I don't know what X Club is. That must be that. Let's go take a peek at the Sky Lounge, but it sounds like something's going down. Again, here's some touches of the celebrity art. You might just barely go in here. Oops, sorry, excuse me. Okay, they're doing nice. What's cool is Celebrity also does these activities daily. So color, they leave art supplies out and board games. Right now they're doing a group dance lesson, which is cool. Well, we found out where everybody's at. We're getting to the end, and there is public restrooms everywhere, so you don't have to run back to your room. I wonder what inspired them to put this here. I guess art, maybe. Pretty cool space. I feel like it is somewhat wasted, but what else could they do with it? So, here's what I'm gonna show you. Right above us is the retreat area. So they have I think on this ship, only a jacuzzi and private lounging area. But it's only accessible by these steps right here by the camera lady. But there is a spot here. It's a lift made just for somebody who needs it. And I believe an employee needs to help you with it. And it'll take you right up to there. To the right is the upper part of the solarium. So it's nice in there. It's like a greenhouse. It's a very nice place to be spending a day like this. It's so cold out here, I bet it feels good in there. And this is the Celebrity jogging track, which is pretty cool. Plenty of seating. They do still have these tied up because of the windy weather. Let's go here, overlooking the pool area and one of their bars. More blankets. Pretty cool. So this side, of course, there is smoking stations. I believe just right here, because this is port side. On this ship in particular, it's port side. Some ships it could be starboard. And port is the left. Port is 4 letters. Left is 4 letters. That's how you can remember. Left one facing front. So now we're walking to the very back of the ship. Actually the center. And this is where cuisine is, another specialty dining, but it's really just La Petite Chef on this ship. Which we ate at last night. It's the only thing up here by these elevators.
Right now you can have a 8-hour straight shift, right? So that's what. So if you're, it's your choice.
So here's a
Then you can show the top.
representation here,
If you want to eat it, no,
and it's called Cuisine.
just you don't coordinate that.
We could take a peek in there, but it has projection technology, and we have video from last night that I'll try to sneak in here.
Yeah, I mean, they can show no problem.
Oh, that's another place to play games in the daytime, which I didn't know that. And they have coffee. That's nice. I didn't know you could come up in here. They might be having a meeting in here though, actually. Oh, this is pretty. I didn't see this. I feel like this space is kind of going through, like, they're deciding what to do with it. Now we're going to go around here to the steps here. You could go through there, but it's a push door, not an automatic door. Should have probably went up the other side, but we'll come down the other side. But up here is for the public. And you see those stairs, that's the only way to get up here to deck 12 on that after the ship. Where there is fun back here too. But it's above the food. They do have a lift on the other side, on the starboard side, for people who need the lift. But we're about to take these steps. And this is part of the jogging track. You go down there in that cul-de-sac and come back out. Pretty different. It's never busy over here either. I'm pretty sure the camera woman was the only one to use the basketball court besides one or two children we've seen. But they have a full-size basketball court. It's set up with looks like a tennis or a pickleball net. And some people utilize this deck also to work out. They just go up the steps. That's part of their walk routine. But they do have tons of activities up here when the weather's not so windy. And if you did want to play, you could find a basketball in there and other things if you still wanted to play by yourself. Let's go out this side, which is the side I should have came up on. And if you look straight ahead there to the right, there is a lift for people who want to take part in activities up here but are unable to take the steps. And right now there is a sign on there saying it doesn't work. Yikes. That's kind of scary. So I guess no one's coming up here right now who needs it. We're almost to the end, guys. Kind of sad. This is the rooftop terrace, which on the newer Edge class, this is a much bigger area, prominent feature on the ship. Up here it's kind of forgotten about because a lot of people don't want to come up these steps. And I love these older ships with these touch of brass, these true brass, nautical looking light fixtures and things. It's quite gusty back here. Good seating areas. I have a feeling nobody's going to be back here, so a lot of wasted space, in my opinion. I think it's the money involved to fix it would be too expensive. They are playing a movie back here, so we're not going to show too much of it. Hello.
How many people live here?
So there's some people here wrapped up enjoying that movie. There's blankets. It is cold. But we are back to kind of where we started here, where we sat down and ate. Right down below is the Sunset Grill and the buffet area, just right here. The aft seating on the buffet. And these steps you can use to go down to deck 11 and then down to deck 12, deck 10. It's a great place to watch Sail Away and the Panama Canal Transit back here. Secret. All right, guys, hopefully this is coming through. I don't know, with this wind, it may not be coming through. But that's pretty much it here on Celebrity Summit. The third in the Millennium class in the Celebrity fleet. Old, but very sturdy and very updated in my opinion. This was a niche sailing, so there's not as many people. I don't think we're near capacity at all. It was a 14-day Panama Canal transit, and it is really cold up here because we're close to California and the Pacific wind. But let's end off here with this beautiful wake view. And this has been the Celebrity Summit Ship Tour. Goodbye.